In the middle of the night, in the house of the Lord, Samuel awoke to God's voice.
Samuel!
Wait, how did that boy end up in the house of the Lord at night to hear God's voice call out to him? Let's rewind to see how he got there. The birth of Samuel began with his parents Elkanah and Hannah. For a long time, his parents had no children. This made his mother Hannah very sad. Each year, they would go to the house of the Lord to worship, and people would make fun of Hannah because she didn't have children. This deeply troubled her. One year, as Hannah prayed in deep anguish, she made a vow to the Lord, saying,
Lord Almighty, if you will only look on your servant's misery and remember me, and not forget your servant, but give her a son, then I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life.
Then Hannah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel, saying,
Because I asked the Lord for him.
One day, Hannah kept her promise to God. When Samuel was weaned, she packed him up and took him to the house of the Lord. Hannah said to Eli,
I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. So now I give him to the Lord. For his whole life he will be given over to the Lord.
Samuel lived under Eli's care, and Eli helped him hear the voice of the Lord. One night, God called out to Samuel in his sleep.
Samuel!
Samuel ran to Eli and said, Here I am, you called me. Eli said, I didn't call you. Go back to bed. This happened again where Samuel heard his name.
Samuel!
And Samuel went to Eli, and Eli sent him back to bed. The third time this happened,
Samuel!
Samuel went to Eli, and Eli said, Go and lie down, and if he calls you, say, Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. This time the Lord came and stood there and called,
Samuel! Samuel!
This time Samuel said, Speak, for your servant is listening. Samuel answered God's call, and we can answer God's call too. But first, we need to listen.